Yeah, I want to just spend a few minutes just speaking to this thing about money because you've brought it up, and it's been a big part of my life and my journey to this point with Life Force, because I lived in the belief that money was evil, and I lived in the belief that people that had money were not good people, and that in order for me to be a pure spiritual, whatever story I had about me, money was not part of that picture. And through doing this business, it's been an extraordinary transformation for me to heal my relationship with money. And I came to see that everything that is part of our life, we have a relationship with. As well as people, we have a relationship with the things in our life. Oftentimes we try to teach our children that, and it's called respect. It's our relationship to it. And what I have come to be so grateful for is this incredible gift that we call money. It's an extraordinary gift that can make profound changes on this planet. It's just our relationship to it that determines that. And so it's a part of the journey for a number of people who join this business to confront that. And it's often very confronting because it's not something we normally talk about in this society. We don't go up to somebody and say, how much do you earn? It's not something we talk about. And yet, it's as important to people's life as water. We need it just as much to live in this world. So, part of my job, I guess, that I see is really educating people around that. And I know Michael's taught me a lot about that too. It's really educating people around having a loving, grateful, healthy relationship with everything in our life, including money. So that's that piece. And then the other piece that I just wanted to mention was just sharing something that came to me a couple of years ago, which was I suddenly had this vision of having made this decision to do this business. And what I saw was myself standing in the middle of, I don't know, somewhere, anywhere, but I just saw myself standing in this place. And I turned, in my vision, I turned around and I saw thousands and thousands of people. And it makes me cry because I realized in that moment, I didn't just make that decision for me. I made that decision for thousands of other people. And what that demands of me when I realize that is that I need to be so the best me I can be, because I'm being that for all these other people. And it's an extraordinary privilege to be in that place. And each one of us are in that place. The profound change that we make on this planet, the profound change that we make in people's communities, in people's families. It's a privilege to be able to do that. So thank you all for being a part of that. It's huge. And I think what we're doing is way huger than any of us even realize. So thank
you. And it's been my joy to speak about money and origin of money, the history of money, what money is, what it isn't for many years. And some of you have heard me talk about that in the past. And also about my mission, what I came here to do. And that is to bring more animation and more light, more consciousness to the conversation around how we are around resources. And those resources include money, health, relationship and community, and time. And I just want to talk a little bit about another one of those, because we've talked a lot about health. We're all tuned into that. We've talked about community and relationship, and of course money, but the time piece. And what a gift to humanity that we offer with time. Because most of us are familiar with being ill health, being crook, being isolated, out of relationship, and what that feels like, dysfunctional, and about being poor, lack of money, how horrible that feels. But I think it's important to acknowledge that time poverty is a raging epidemic on the planet. And that's perhaps the most insidious of all. Because that great big wheel called time is just turning and turning and turning. And the time poverty, the crunch of time, I was sitting at lunch with Krista today, and we were talking about what a complete ripoff it is to be told, oh, well, you just work this job and, you know, in 40 years when you're 60, you'll retire and then you'll have your golden years ahead of you and you'll be funded and you can enjoy your golden years. Well, I turned 60 this year and I want to say what a crock that is. It's a total crock. Because we've been blessed with good health and we've invested in our health and we're in good shape, but we aren't where we were at 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, which is the golden years. And what a ripoff it is to lead people into believing this industrial age nonsense that we should sell our lives, we should sell our time cheaply so that we can have these golden years that somehow are going to be magical. And it's totally bankrupt. It is totally bankrupt. And it's an investigation that I think each of us need to have. And we need to tell the truth. And the truth is, it's our time. We own all of it. And if we choose to rent it, or give it, or invest it, or sell it, then that should be a conscious act. And not duty, and not just a given, and not something we've got to do to survive. And see, with this vehicle, we have the chance to take that power back. We can take our time back. We can own the rest of our lives. Now, I don't know if you're starting at 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70, but the rest of your life is yours. And that truth needs to be told. And we have a vehicle for grabbing that, for taking back that power and living the rest of our lives with dignity and choice and having it mean something. And not just being this thing that gets used up and spit out and then, hey, go enjoy your golden years. So we've got some big work to do. I have some big work to do. And I'm making everybody I know aware. Yeah, you can make more money, you can't make more time, and that time is the most precious commodity of all. And it is confronting, as Manfred said. Fear of success is more confronting than fear of failure. We're all used to failing. Success is a whole different dynamic. What do you do when you're successful? Well, I want to say it's similar with time. We're used to spending time, right? Just spending it. We're used to giving our time away. But what's it like when we have that time and it's ours and we choose how to invest our time or to spend our time or to enjoy our time? That can be more confronting than the money. So I just want to share that that's the new frontier for me. That's the new challenge. That's what I'm about right now, is the exploration of what it means to be time wealthy, to be time abundant, and not live in time poverty unconsciously, living in time poverty because that's just what happens. Now, I'm going to bring more conversation, more light to this conversation, bring more awareness that time is the ultimate gift. It's ours. And it's the ultimate power. Because given enough time, guess what? We can do anything. We can do anything. And we can enjoy that health. And we can enjoy that wealth in that community. So thanks for investing your time. I feel privileged that you voluntarily invested your time, empowered us. I won't let you down. We won't let you down.
Thank you.
Oh.